All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are building a concrete, actionable blueprint for a wealthier life by 2026. This isn't just about wishing for more money. Nope. This is your step-by-step guide to actually designing a life of real abundance. And we're starting right now.
But first, we gotta get on the same page about what we're even aiming for. Henry David Thoreau said it perfectly like over a century ago, and it's probably truer today than it was back then. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. See, it's not just about a number in a bank account. It's about freedom. It's about security. It's about having the power to live life completely on your own terms.
So that's the big question, right? In a world that's changing so fast, how do you actually build a life like that? It feels like the rules are constantly being rewritten. But here's the good news. There is a clear path. We've taken the principles from some of the top experts out there and distilled them into a 4-part blueprint, and we're going to walk through it together, step by step. Okay, let's dive into part 1. Before we even think about touching a spreadsheet or looking at stocks, we have to start with the single most powerful asset you own, your mind. Because everything, and I mean absolutely everything, is built on the foundation of your mindset and your daily habits. So what is a habit really? Well, think of it as an action that becomes so automatic, it doesn't need your brain's active permission to run. And get this, scientists figure that almost half of our daily behaviors are just habits running on autopilot. That means they don't drain your willpower. Now, here's the crucial part. You can either let those habits control you, or you can wake up and intentionally design them to build the exact life you want. So how do we actually do that? How do we build good financial habits? Well, the science gives us this really simple 3-step formula. First up is context. That's your environment. You have to literally design your space to make good decisions easy and bad ones hard. Second, repetition. You just have to do the thing over and over and over until it becomes second nature. And third, reward. Your brain needs a little payoff, a little good job to lock that new behavior in for good. And that brings us to the very core of a healthy mindset. This rule from investor Sahil Bloom is so critical. Never let your self-worth be dictated by your net worth. The second you tie your identity to a number, you are on an emotional roller coaster you can't control. Your worth comes from your character, from your values, not from the daily ups and downs of the stock market. Now, this next one reveals a powerful secret about how wealth is actually created. Money is a byproduct. Think of it as a lagging indicator of the value you put out into the world. So instead of chasing dollars, obsess over solving real problems, having an impact, and providing genuine service. When you focus on that, you'll find the money starts chasing you. And finally, this is the rule that pays the highest dividends possible, guaranteed. Spending money on your health, your knowledge, your well-being, that's not an expense. It's the single best investment you can possibly make. Seriously. The return you get from having more energy, better skills, and a healthier mind is immeasurable, and it compounds across every single area of your life. Okay, our foundation is set. Let's move on to part 2, the strategy. Now it's time to get into the nuts and bolts of mastering your money, and maybe more importantly, defeating the silent killer of wealth. And this right here, this is the enemy. It's called lifestyle creep. It's that subtle, really dangerous habit where the more you earn, the more you spend. You get a pay raise, which feels amazing, right? But if your spending just rises to meet it, you're not getting ahead. You're just running on a fancier treadmill, making no real progress toward actual financial freedom. So how do you know if it's happening to you? Just do a quick gut check. Are you saving a smaller percentage of your income even though you're making more? Does money still feel kind of tight, even right after you got a promotion? These are the red flags. They're the little warning signs that your lifestyle is inflating way faster than your wealth. We've all been there. You see something online, you get that urge. You gotta have it right now. Well, here is your first line of defense. It's a simple but incredibly powerful habit from Sahil Bloom, the 24-hour rule. For any non-essential purchase over a certain amount, you decide the amount. Just wait 24 hours. This simple pause literally short-circuits that impulse and gives your logical brain a chance to chime in. You'll be amazed how often that must-have just disappears. So what's the goal of all of this saving and smart spending? It's to build a buffer. Now, you hear a lot of people talk about a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, but aiming for a 12-month fund, that is the ultimate power move. It's not just a safety net anymore, it's buying yourself pure peace of mind. And that security, it gives you the clarity and the confidence to take smart risks and jump on big opportunities when they come along. So, you've got the mindset down, you've got the strategy. But what's the thing that fuels this entire system? Well, that brings us to part 3, the engine. This is all about your earning power, which is the single biggest lever you have for building wealth. In a world of nonstop notifications and distractions, the ability to truly focus, to do what's called deep work, is becoming a legit superpower. And here's the simple economic reality. As this skill gets rarer, its value is skyrocketing. The people who can tune out all the noise and produce high-quality creative work are the ones who are going to absolutely thrive and command the highest incomes. Especially when you're early in your career, this is where the real leverage is. People obsess over getting a 6% versus an 8% return on their investments. But learning a new skill that gets you a promotion could increase your income by 20% or more, like overnight. Now, that is real leverage. Investing in your human capital, your skills, your knowledge will have a far bigger impact on your net worth in the long run. So what skills should you be focused on right now? Well, just take a look at some of the most in-demand areas. Do you see the common thread here? Data, AI, and cybersecurity are completely transforming every single industry on this list. Mastering skills in these areas is like putting a turbocharger on your career. And hey, this isn't just a theory. The data proves it. A full 67% of employers, that's 2/3 of them, say they're willing to offer higher pay for talent with these specialized skills. The market is literally shouting at us, telling us what it values. The only question is, are you listening? Okay, let's bring all of this home and look to the future in our final section. We are at this amazing point where technology, especially AI, is about to make building personalized wealth strategies easier and way more powerful than ever before. And this is not science fiction. This is happening right now. Researchers have developed a new framework called LPPR. It basically uses the same kind of AI that powers tools like ChatGPT to have a conversation with you, to understand your personal comfort with risk, and then to build a dynamic investment strategy that is tailored specifically for you. And the performance results are, well, they're stunning. Just look at this comparison. The personalized AI strategy got a nearly 74% higher annualized return than the traditional methods, and it did it while taking on 33% less risk. This is a total game changer, combining really human-centric advice with unbelievable algorithmic power. So, there you have it. That's the blueprint for a wealthier life by 2026. It is built on a solid foundation of intentional habits and a strong mindset. It's executed with a smart financial strategy that beats lifestyle creep, and it is powered by relentlessly investing in the skills that make you truly valuable. We've laid out the blueprint for you. The design is crystal clear, so the only question left is, what's the first brick you're going to lay?